We told you earlier about the Barker Reservoir in Houston, which is at risk of flooding. Now we're getting a glimpse into the conditions local residents are facing there. Truck convoys are making the rounds, helping people who need to be rescued. And the CBC's Stephen D'Souza is on board one of them.
So we're here in a neighborhood between the Addicts and Barker Reservoir, and you can see the result of all of that water, some from the controlled release, some that just spilled out from those reservoirs. And this neighborhood is under about 2.5 meters of water, and most of it has been cleared. Most of the people evacuated, some trying to stay as long as possible, and trucks like this are going in and out of the neighborhood trying to find people who may be stuck, who may want to get out. This is Wiley, one of the residents here. You went back in to get some of your stuff today. What's it like in there?
Well, the water's down about a foot, but that's not to say it's low. It's down to just below waist, but yesterday it was up to my belly button when I waded in yesterday. So,
how long did you try to stay in your home?
I stayed there another day and a half after the flood started. Big mistake. I should have gone when everybody else left. I should have left because I was on the first floor. I spent one night in water about a foot deep or so.
What was that like for you?
Well, it was scary because I thought if it gets to the outlets or it gets close to the outlets, I'm in trouble. And when it did get close to the outlets, I turned the power off and went upstairs and knocked on a neighbor's door, and they let me in, and I spent the night there.
So you managed to salvage some of your things. I mean, what do you think when you look around and you see a neighborhood like this?
Oh, it's very strange. You can't imagine it until you experience it. I thought something like this would never happen to me. I've never been flooded before, but when it happened.
It's great. So if you want to, you may not be able to see, but there's a gentleman clearing some more stuff out of his apartment now. This is what these trucks are doing. They're going through, honking their horn, letting people who may still be in the neighborhood know that they have a way to get out, because it is still about a kilometer or so from here to dry land. And so this is a situation in some of the worst hit areas in Houston. As much as it is sunny, 30 degrees and blue skies, no rain in the forecast, there are still some neighborhoods that are incredibly bad. But as bad as this is, some of the crews we were talking to earlier say that they're being called to other places where it's even worse, where there's swift water rescues that are needed. And so you have a case where you have some people who are dry, who may even be going back to work today. Some city services are coming back in Houston, but for many people in these neighborhoods, this is going to last for weeks. And some officials say that some neighborhoods around this reservoir, they could be underwater for a month, maybe more. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, Houston, Texas.